Avatar state. This is the most iconic, awe-inspiring, and a feared ability in the entire Avatar The Last Airbender universe. From Aang's glowing eyes and tattoos to Korra's overwhelming force, this state has been the ultimate display of power, but it also has been the Avatar's greatest weakness. So today we are diving deep into the origins, the mechanics, the lore, and consequences of the Avatar state, and why it's so much more than just turning Super Saiyan, as some say. Now, what is the avatar state, right? The avatar state is the physical manifestation of all the knowledge, skills, and spiritual energy of the past avatars combined into the current avatar. And when activated, the avatar essentially becomes a bridge between their own body and the collective power of every incarnation before them. That's why when Aang or Korra enter the avatar state, right, they can suddenly bend all four elements with mastery levels far beyond their training. And it's because they are tapping into thousands of years of perfected bending techniques and wisdom from previous lives. But it's not all about raw power. It's also about connection. So the glowing eyes and tattoos, that's a visible sign of the avatar spiritual link to Rava, who is the spirit of light in all their past selves. Now, to really understand the avatar state, we must have to go back to its origins. Now, in the Legend of Korra, it is revealed that the first avatar wand fused with the spirit Rava to bring balance to the world and contain Vatu, the spirit of chaos and darkness. And that bond created what we know as the Avatar cycle. The Avatar state is essentially Rava amplifying her host's power and granting them access to the accumulated knowledge of all of their reincarnations. That's why the Avatar state doesn't exist outside the cycle. So without Rava, there's no Avatar state whatsoever. Now, when fully unleashed, the Avatar state makes the Avatar nearly unstoppable. So here are some powers and things that we see. The first one is elemental mastery. Even if the current Avatar hasn't learned all four elements, the Avatar state allows instant access. Think of Aang waterbending like a master at the North Pole when we didn't even train water bending at all yet. Amplification, right? Existing bending abilities become magnified. A wall of fire, right, becomes a raging inferno. A stream of water becomes a tidal wave. And the last thing is you get the past avatar's guidance. Sometimes this state allows the avatar to directly communicate with previous incarnations, receiving advice or wisdom in critical moments. An example would be Roku guiding Aang, right? If you saw the last season, that's a perfect example. And throughout the show, he guides Aang. But this power isn't limitless. Inexperienced avatars like Aang can often lose control, and the avatar state becomes fueled by emotion, fear, anger, or desperation rather than pure balance. Now, here's the paradox though. The avatar state is both the ultimate defense and the ultimate vulnerability. Why? Because if the avatar is killed while in the avatar state, the cycle ends permanently, and which means there's no more reincarnation and no more avatar. That's why General Fong's attempt to force Aang into using the avatar state in book 2 felt so dangerous, because he was risking the end of the cycle just to gain a weapon. And even Korra, who had her connection to her past life severed by Vatu's attack, she still relies right on the avatar state, but now it's forever changed. And it shows us that the state is tied not just to bending power, but to spiritual identity. Right now, the avatar state isn't just a plot device, though, right? It's deeply symbolic. It represents the weight of legacy. Every avatar is more than just one person. They carry the voices, decisions, and mistakes of all who came before. And when Aang struggles to control it, that's about him wrestling with his identity as a child, right? And a world savior. When Korra redefines it after losing her connection, it's about forging a new path for the Avatar rather than being chained to the past. In short, the Avatar state is about responsibility, power that comes at a cost. Now, why does this matter? This matters because the Avatar state is more than a flashy animation. It's the heartbeat of the Avatar mythos. It shows us that being the Avatar isn't just about learning bending, but about carrying the burden of balance across lifetimes. Every time we see it, whether if it's Aang wiping out an entire Fire Nation fleet or Korra going toe-to-toe with the giant spirit, we are reminded that the Avatar isn't just a person, they're a living bridge between humanity and the spirit world. The Avatar state is power, it's history, but it's also responsibility. And it's the one thing that ensures balance so long as the avatar can control it. So next time you see glowing eyes and tattoos, remember this. It's not just the avatar you're seeing, it's every avatar who ever lived, standing together, fighting as one, because the avatar state, it's legacy made flesh. Hope you guys enjoyed this video here at the Loreverse. Please like, subscribe if you want more Avatar: The Last Airbender content. We'll love to make some more for you guys. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and peace out.